Merry Meet, and welcome to the reading for, all signs for today. Oh, wake up, Ariel. All signs for today, the 30th of April, 2024. We are streaming live on YouTube and on Twitch. Moderating on YouTube is the lovely Vanessa and also the lovely I Am Her Eminence. And moderating on Twitch is the lovely Deline. Thank you so much, moderators. And thanks to everybody for joining us today. Today, we're reading with this Gulliver Tarot. And I'm going to purify with this Queen of Hungry water. 3 sprays in this room is more than sufficient. I put a link to purchase the deck and also a link to the video on how to make that hungry water, should you be interested. Those are on the link for the YouTube of this video. YouTube link. The YouTube description of this video. I think I need to go back to bed. See, that's what I get for taking a day off. I kind of get out of it. So maybe I shouldn't take days off. No, I need days off. These cards are beautiful, but they are really big and not very flexible, so they don't shuffle as easily as some of the other decks, but I sure love the deck itself. It'd be nice if they were just a teeny bit smaller, just a hair. And I've got big hands too, so if you don't have large hands and you like this deck, you'll probably want to do this kind of shuffling, which is what I think I'm going to switch to. Anyway, if you are watching us on YouTube, please make sure you like the video, subscribe to the channel, and hit the notification bell. If you're watching on Twitch, please make sure that you follow us on Twitch. You can watch on Twitch without any ads when you subscribe to us there. If you're watching our readings on YouTube on a restream, just know that you can always fast forward through the shuffling by using the timestamp, so you don't have to sit here watching me struggle. But for those of you that are live, or those of you that like to hang out with me while I'm shuffling, we're almost done. You can find the most recent replays of all the readings on our website, arielscorner.com. arielscorner.com. Just click on the free online tarot readings link right in the main menu. And you know, it does go out to a lot of people. So if for some reason it doesn't seem to hit, doesn't seem to land, don't force it. It just may not be meant for you. In that case, you know, just check out the zodiacal readings for your sun sign, rising sign, moon sign. You can find, like I said, all of those on our website. All right, let's see what's in the cards for everybody today. Starting with a 5 of Wands, followed by the Fool. And then we've got this 10 of Swords. Okay, the Fool, sometimes it depends on what the Fool's doing. The Fool's headed into the 10 of Swords. So it's saying this is one of those times when the Fool card is actually cautioning you not to be foolish. Don't be, the 5 of Wands sometimes is acting in anger, but it's also can be acting out of impulse and not thinking things through. So it's saying take your time, think things through. Don't allow yourself to go into chaos or problems of your own making. And a lot of times, you know, when I see the 5 of Wands followed by the Fool, followed by the 10 of Swords, it's not just of your own making because you've like created it. It's because you've been careless. And so we don't want to be careless today. We want to be mindful. We want to be mindful, and you can avoid all kinds of problems if you are very mindful today. Just remind yourself to what am I doing? What am I doing? Why am I doing it? I'm not going to go off half-cocked today. We've got the Sun, followed by the King of Wands, and then the 5 of Cups. So these 2 5s are tough because there's some conflict, and the conflict it's saying is really self-induced. The conflict today is really self-induced. So you don't need it. This is not like cast in stone. The future is only there if you continue it towards it, but you can change course at any time today. And it's saying that that's where many people are headed because they aren't taking care. They're not paying attention to the things that they need to pay attention to. And what you want to pay attention to is what you're good at. Making sure that your head is not in the clouds. Make sure that your head is on the project at hand today, because it's a very important project. There's some important things to do today. And if you're guided and led by this solar light today, you don't have to really worry about making wrong choices. You don't have to worry about being careless, because you've given your attention to that higher power and dedicated your mind to that higher power, so that you're under its care, you're under its direction. And that way you're not prone to going off half-cocked. You're not prone to being careless. You're not prone to going off into weird directions that you don't need to be going off into, which cause you the conflict. And see, then what happens is you get the conflict and you either learn your lesson and you say, oh, okay, I'm not going to do that again. Or what most people do, just because it's part of our human condition, that's how the ego works, is they take all of that, rather than saying, oh, I did that, let's not do that again, and learn their lesson. They project it out and say, look what everybody did to me. Look how victimized I am. When in reality, the only thing that's happened is that they didn't take care. And because they didn't take care, they had the consequences. So you don't have to go through any of that today. You can take care. Now, one of the ways that it's saying to take care is to dedicate your day to the solar light. Now, the solar light for us is that natural energy that emanates from sphere number 6 on the Hermetic Tree of Life. That is symbolized by the sun, the physical sun, but it doesn't come from the physical sun. It is the power back of the physical sun. It's representative of what we sometimes in the occult call the universal sun. And that universal sun is the creator and has the ability to reorder things. That's what the sixth sphere is all about, is saving you from yourself, doing for you what you can't do for yourself, and correcting your mistakes. And in this case, correcting them preemptively. So if you call upon that solar light and you dedicate your day to the solar light and you say, please adjust things for me so that everything is reflective of the divine design, well, this conflict isn't part of the divine design. These treacheries are not part of the divine design. So you won't go to those things. Those things won't be a part of your day, because everything gets readjusted so that you go towards what you're supposed to be going towards, which is the successful work that you're supposed to be doing today. This King of Wands is very, very powerful, because you are extremely good at things. But when you are good at things and you don't take care, then it doesn't really matter, because then all the stuff that you're good at, all the talents that you have, are being wasted on cleaning up messes that didn't need to happen. Right? You're wasting your whole day cleaning up a bunch of messes that never were part of the plan, not because you were so arrogant and you did such horrible things, but because you fell asleep and you weren't paying attention. And then you have to go and fix it. And you don't want to waste your day with all of that. Instead, you want to dedicate your day to that solar light. Now, this 5 over here is what you're coming out of. The 5 of Wands is a rather positive card, but it can seem negative because there's oftentimes some irritability associated with it, sometimes some arguments associated with it, but frequently good comes out of it. And what you don't want to do is misunderstand that and think, oh, therefore I need conflict in order to get positive results. No. You don't need conflict in order to get positive results, but sometimes as a last resort, the universe will use conflict to get you those things. Because, anger is healthier than depression. Sometimes if you're mad at something, you finally stand up for yourself. But it's not the anger that was the good thing. The good thing was that you stood up for yourself. It wasn't the anger that was the good thing. The good thing was that you pulled yourself out of the depression. So it can be a temporary tool that the universe uses for you. But you don't want to mistake that and think, okay, well, therefore I have to be an angry person in order to get my needs met. That's not true. It's not true. In fact, the universe likes to use this as I said, as a last resort. They'd much rather you learn your lessons through peace and joy and happiness than to always have to, get upset about something to finally wake up and see what's going on. So therefore, after all that happened, you don't want to go back to sleep and say, well, that's okay, because the next time I get mad, it'll be fine. You don't want to go back to sleep. You want to stay awake. You want to stay alert. You want to understand that you've got very important work to do, and you don't want to waste your time cleaning up problems because you weren't paying attention. It's really the basis of this whole reading. And what happens is sometimes when we get into problems because of our own carelessness, we get so lost in the melancholy of the whole thing that rather than just clean up the mess and move on, we just get so into the drama of it all and say, well, was this really me? Maybe it was them. And what does this mean? What does this mean? It doesn't mean anything. It means that you were careless and that you made a mistake and that you got to clean it up and move on. But see, the ego wants to get all up into whenever there's a problem, especially an avoidable problem. It's like, oh, goody, here's more stuff we can use to distract them so that they don't get their work done. They don't do the important work. And so it's much more helpful today if rather than you worry about all of that nonsense, all about those games that the ego plays, you get just right to this solar light. Now, if you don't know how to work with a solar light, I do have a meditation. There's two, actually, one that's really short and one that's still pretty short. Very little time commitment today. If you want to work with the solar light, all you do is go to YouTube and search Gatoga solar light. There's 2 meditations and a lecture. It's not necessary that you listen to the lecture, but if you want to listen to the lecture, it's fine. But just learning how to do that meditation, and then you can just do it all on your own. You don't even need to be tethered to the recording. You can just learn how to do it. Anytime that you're feeling that you're going off base a little bit, you can just excuse yourself and take a minute. Literally take 60 seconds, 90 seconds to work with that solar light briefly and realign yourself back to the divine design. Then you can just get back to work and make sure that your day is really productive and you don't go into all of this nonsense. And all of this was just a silly prediction that never came true, which is what we want. We don't want these things to come true today, these problems to come true today. And you can avoid those problems if you stay awake and you stay alert to what your purpose and your function is today. And that solar light, like I said, can be very helpful to do that, because if you dedicate your day to the solar light, then the solar light will continue to guide your every step, and you will continue to stay awake and be aware and not fall asleep and not make foolish choices. So yay. All right, well, this is going to be a very good day as long as you stay awake. Thank you so much for spending some time with me. Thank you so much to the amazing moderators, Vanessa, I Am Her Eminence, and Delene. And we'll see everybody for another reading on Thursday. I'm actually off tomorrow. I've got some personal business to take care of on Wednesday. So no readings on Wednesday, but we'll see you on Thursday. Blessed be.